Today, I want to show you what is by far the most complicated and the most expensive pencil I have in my collection, and that is the Uni Kurutoga Dive. So first, I wanted to show you what the initial impressions are of this pencil because it's not widely available here in the US yet. Hopefully it becomes more available. But I wanted to show you what it's like to get one of these, see it for the first time, and then I'll tell you about all the things that make it really complicated and hence the price tag. So this pencil retails for 5,000 Japanese yen in Japan, which is about $45. Here in the US, when Uni had it in stock, they sold it for $99, so $100 US. So what do you get for that? Well, in terms of the box, not much. This is a very cheap feeling paper box. And when you think about pens from Pilot, Platinum, whatever you get for the $100 price range, this does not feel like a $100 box. Once you open it, see it's just very simple printing here, very simple paper box. Now, the pen itself, upon first impressions, it doesn't feel extremely expensive either. It's aluminum, so it's pretty lightweight. You have a clip that is just stamped steel, so pretty cheap, feels kind of like something you get on a lower end TWSBI. And then the fit and finish, like the plastic here is not entirely, secure. And the back, when you pull it off, just looks like a typical mechanical pencil. The only kind of weird part of it is that it has a cap, but there are pencils with caps, so not extremely out of place. And then, but that's where the simpleness of the pencil ends, because this pencil is indeed really interesting and really quite complicated. So the first thing I wanted to point out is the badging here, or the logo for the Uni Kurutoga. It's really nicely imprinted into the aluminum. It just looks really, really nice. When you take the cap off, this is where things start to become special. So the grip section is pretty comfortable, nothing super unique. But then when you get down to the bottom here, many of you probably have used Kurutoga pencils. You know that they rotate the lead when you write. This one, you can adjust the speed of the rotation, which is pretty intense. That requires quite a few additional gears to be able to tweak how fast the lead rotates. So you can based on your writing tendencies, you can have the lead to be sharper or not, depending on how fast you want it to rotate when you write. Here is a window. I don't actually entirely know what this is for. I thought it is for being able to see the Kurutoga, the plastic sort of mechanism that turns the lead, but I haven't really been able to see much. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a window for the lead or whatnot. The other really cool thing is this cap clicks into place. It's actually magnetic, so it clicks, very satisfying click, not something that you'd expect just looking at it, but it just clicks very satisfying to the end. But then the real cool thing is once it's clicked like that, you can't push it, so you can't advance the lead anymore. You can here, you can push it just like a normal mechanical pencil to advance the lead, but you can't when the cap is posted to the back. So you may think, well, that's dumb. How do you advance the lead? Well, this pencil is actually an automatic pencil as well. So as you write, the lead automatically advances. So this is the only pencil I know of that both automatically advances the lead and automatically rotates the lead for you. So that is pretty crazy. But that's not the craziest thing. So I mentioned the cap is magnetic to the back. It's also magnetic in the front. So when you put it on, you can just sort of release it here and it will snap into place. It magnetically pulls on and it automatically aligns to this facet here. So really cool. The coolest feature though, in my opinion, is, you know how I said earlier when you post the cap, you can't advance the lead? Or you can't push down to advance the lead? And the pencil is automatic, so it advances lead. But you need a piece of lead to start with, right? So if you see now, you see how there's no lead here in front of the tube? This is, I just retracted the lead. So if you can advance the lead, if I retract the lead, and then I put the cap on, the idea is when you pull off the cap, the pencil should be ready to write. You could just post it and then start writing right away. So how do you get that initial piece of lead out? Well, the magnet in front of the cap works with the mechanism of the pencil so that when you pull off the cap, this action automatically advances a little piece of lead. Isn't that ridiculous? So lead's not there. Now there's lead. Now you can post it and begin to write. The writing experience is not much different from a normal mechanical pencil, so I'm not going to harp on that too much. I'll just show you here really quickly. Really comfortable, 0.5 millimeter. And you don't have to advance the lead anymore. You don't have to rotate your hand. It will advance the lead and rotate the lead. So that is what you get for your $100 when you want to spend that much on a mechanical pencil. I think this thing is pretty ridiculous. It feels like a science project more than a mass-produced product. But I think it's really quite cool. It is insanely expensive for a pencil. It is not that expensive in our world of fountain pens, but I think it's pretty cool, and wanted to show you, when you wish your pencil was more complicated, what you can get to fulfill that desire. So anyway, thank you for watching, and hope that was fun.